And good afternoon, everybody, as we settle in for game one of this Western Conference semifinal. Number 2 seed against the number 3 seed. That is your Lions as they face off against Saint-Étienne. No surprise for Coach Nadeau, who he is starting up front. We'll see them all afternoon long. Starting in goal for Saint-Étienne will be number 31, Tara. He has been absolutely sensational over the last couple of contests against the Lions. Countering for your Lions is the senior, number 31, Will Sibbald. Starting for your Lions up at center, number 12, Tejas Harvey. On his wings will be McFarland and Riley. And on the back end, Betts and Clarkson. And as I said, no surprises on the other side. Guimond, Bonenfant, Lajoie, Rouet. And so as we get started here, as I said during the warm-up, it's going to be critical for your Lions to get the first one here and stay disciplined throughout this one as they look to come away with a Game 1 victory here this afternoon. Guimond is set, Harvey set, ref's arm is up, and away we go. Harvey winning it cleanly back for Clarkson. Clarkson feathering it ahead for Harvey. He'll sidestep in, he'll wind in, he'll fire and he scores! Right off the hop! Tejas Harvey, 8 seconds in. Your Lions are up 1-0. Harvey danced in all alone as he sidestepped, chipped it off the wall, went underneath Tara, and your Lions are up. And let's keep this coming, folks. Don't want to stop now, as that maybe will rattle Tara's cage just a little bit. And as I said, the other key to victory is your Lions need to attack. They've gotten the first one. Now they need to keep attacking. That's what's going to be critical here as your Lions have drawn first blood. Saint-Étienne tipping in, that off the side of the goal. Betts will chip it high off the glass, out the other side. Saint-Étienne up with it. They'll turn and fire. Sibbald trying to get a shot through it. Riley blocked that, and here comes Riley back to center. He sidesteps to check, and he'll head off. Saint-Étienne regrouping, and they'll come back to center and dump it in. Clarkson back to hustle. He's here to watch a check. Harvey up with it. He'll just fire it off the glass and out to center. Saint-Étienne back in, but they were offside. Now Clarkson regrouping back for Betts. Betts ahead. That's off Morton's skate. He'll get it to the line, but not out. He gets pinned in there. Hay there as well. Now Hay. Hay across through center. He'll just dump it in. That's into the glove of Tara, and he'll hold that as Morton was skating in. So if you're just joining us, folks, Tejas Harvey right off the opening draw, in and scoring, going low underneath Tara. 1-0 for the Lions, but they need to keep pressing hard here and not give this dangerous Saint-Étienne offense a chance to set up. Hay winning it back. They'll fire, and that's blocked. Now Saint-Étienne back the other way. Lions get it at center. They'll push it back. Saint-Étienne chipping it off the wall. Now through center. They'll get to the line. Jones will just feather it ahead. That's off the stick of Kyle. He'll come ahead for Hay, and here's Hay in that same side slot. He got side checked. Morton was there, but he couldn't get a clean stick on it. Saint-Étienne clearing it on the half wall. Kyle in there on the pinch with Morton. Hay working in there in below the goal line. Jones in on the pinch. That'll get over his stick. Now they got to hustle back. This is Kyle picking it back up for the Lions. He'll swing it over. Lions are going to go to the power play early here. They're going to get the first one. Hay swinging back through the middle. Now it's forward. Forward settling it down deep in the zone for Clarkson. Clarkson looking up ice. They've got the extra attacker out on the delayed penalty call. Clarkson again chipping it ahead through center. And now Saint-Étienne will touch it up. And so the Lions drawing first blood here, and now they're going to go to the power play. I believe hooking is going to be the call. No, interference. Interference the call as Terrio goes off at just 2:01. So the Lions power play set to go to work here as Hay settles in for the draw. And they need to keep pressing hard here and just keep coming. Off the draw, down into the corner, Riley. He'll chip it off the wall back for Harvey. Harvey will spin it back to an open wing. Hay, Morton, now Riley down low. Harvey in on the pinch. Harvey up with it. He'll keep working. Hay there as well. They'll lend a hand, but Saint-Étienne gets it up and down the ice. Clarkson back to pick it up. Clarkson now, he'll come ahead through center with Hay. Hay in across the line. He'll wait and he'll just ring it around for Morton. He'll leave it there for Clarkson. Clarkson back up top, down for Morton. Morton into the slot, couldn't hold it, so Clarkson had to spin back. Clarkson now being watched carefully there in the neutral zone. Now the Lions will just fire it down in. Tara steers that aside. Sit-to-Gen first on it, and they'll fire it all the way down. Sibbled out, he'll leave it there for Clarkson as Clarkson regroups with 1:05 left in the interference call. Clarkson up, here comes Harvey now. Harvey ahead through center. He'll get across the line. Sit-to-Gen there, though. They'll chip it to the line, but not out. This is Hay into the slot. Harvey down in low. Thought Hay might have had a chance. He walked right in there in the middle of the slot. Might have tried to let that one go. Now McFarland up with it. Tara there. He's got it. Good low shot there from McFarland as he let that one go. Now they'll send out the second power play unit. So Kyle out there. Bennett out there. Forward back up top. Bennett will try and win this cleanly back to him if he can. They've still got about 46 seconds to work with here. Bennett winning it back. McFarland now over on the half wall. They'll move into the slot. They'll fire. Tara. Rebound was there. And Sit-to-Gen first on it. McFarland with the hustle, and he'll just push it back in, but the Lions had to get up on side. Now Sit-to-Gen with some time. They'll just fire that one down in on Sybil. McFarland back up with it. 25 seconds to go in the interference call. Here come the Lions now. Ahead through to center. They'll get to the line, but no further. Sit-to-Gen just firing it right back down. And now McFarland, he'll take one last look as they try and get one last rush here. McFarland, here comes forward now. Forward up ahead across the line. He'll chip it in. That's icing as forward was yet to center, and that'll do it for the power play. There's still 2 seconds remaining. Face-off will come all the way down inside the Lions zone as forward had chipped that down, but he hadn't gotten down past center, so the Lions forced to stay out on the icing. Puck gets tied up there. Bennett finally on it. He'll chip it off the glass and out to center. The penalty's done. We're back to 5 aside. Sit-to-Gen will dump it down in there. Sit-to-Gen first on it. Now Hansen back. He'll get a second whack at it. Now he'll try a third time. He'll get to the line and dump it to center. Good physical presence there by Hansen to protect that puck. Now Paul. Paul's in deep, battling on his man. That'll get chipped off the wall. Lions able to hold. Clarkson there with it. He'll feather one through. That missed over top of the net. Betts on the pinch. He'll drive it down low for Paul. Paul working down in there as they continue to try and press. Riley's up there. Harvey just couldn't get a stick on that. Sit-to-Gen now back the other way. Sit-to-Gen ahead through center. Betts watching his man as they drive in deep. Lions with a stick on it. Bonenfant spinning it around for Guimont. Betts watching him. Guimont spinning back. He'll hold it back up. There's a shot from the slot right into the glove of Sybil, and he'll calmly hold that with 5:04 gone here in the first. Tejas Harvey putting your Lions on top. Just 8 seconds in here today. And there hasn't been much pace so far over the first 5 minutes. The Lions getting the first power play opportunity of the day, but not able to set up cleanly in the zone. Win this draw back cleanly, though. Lions to the line. Riley, good chip just to get it out of harm's way to center. Sit-to-Gen regrouping. Paul and Riley up there watching things at center. Now here comes Sit-to-Gen. They'll float it in across the line. That's power. That'll go off Betts. Clarkson back there battling. He'll chip it on the wall. Riley up with it. Now he's got some time. He'll flip it out to the other side. Lines neatly through center. Harvey couldn't control that. So Sit-to-Gen back the other way. They'll float that one in. And Sybil will cover up as Sit-to-Gen was coming right there in behind Betts. Good decision by the veteran netminder there to calmly hold that. And so fresh legs on both sides. Hay back out to take this next draw. He'll face off against Roy. Hay winning it back. Lions will get it to the line and back out. In through the middle. Look to go back the other way. Ref's arm is up. Slashing is the call. And Luke Kyle's going to go off for slashing. So Citizen going to get their first power play look as Kyle goes off for slashing. 5:48 in, so a huge kill coming up here for the Lions. They've just got to fight through it and play a disciplined game here, and they'll chip it up and down the ice. And that's what they've got to do right now over the next 2 minutes. Just keep it simple. And don't give Citizen any shooting lanes. Here's Power over on the far side. Citizen gaining the zone as they look to set up. Now they'll move in down on the half wall. They'll swing it around. This is Theriault now back up top. That's Power over on the far side as they look for a lane. Hay watching things up top. Lions trying to keep it tight. Good stick there from Hay. Now they'll get a second chance. Sibbald there. Clarkson up with it. He's got some time. Now he'll flip it all the way down the ice as they've killed off the first 45 seconds of that slashing call on Kyle. Power now up with it at center. In across the line. Lions are there, though. McFarland gets it to the line, but no further. Clarkson will ring it around the glass. Bonenfant on the hustle. He'll get there. Hay will pin him off. But Bonenfant controlling over on the far side for Guimont. He'll wait in the slot. Fire just off the side of the goal as they set up there. Hay getting that to the line. That stayed onside, just barely. Good keep there by Citizen back to the line. Now over on the far side, Guimont. Clarkson watching him. Guimont will spin back. He'll move back up top, waiting patiently, moving into the high slot. He'll fire off the pad of Sibbald to the line, but Guimont able to hold it there. He'll just wait patiently, now over top. Now he'll get it back. Now they'll fire. That'll miss out the near side. Citizen controlling in below the goal line here. Back up top. Guimont takes another look. Now for Bonenfant. He'll miss on that. Lions will get it to the line. Good tip there from Harvey just to get it out to center. 10 seconds to go in the penalty call to Kyle. At the line, Citizen firing it back in. Penalty now done. We're back to 5 aside. Lions have killed this first one off. Bonenfant controlling. Harvey and Clarkson there battling. Clarkson in behind the goal line, looking for that man out front. And again, Lions right there, though, playing the man. At the line, held in and controlled. Now back out. Guimont back in on side. Can't control, so the Lions regroup at their own line as they look to get out to center. Now here they come. They'll tip ahead. Here comes Riley and Harvey. Harvey in. He'll dance in there with Riley. Bodies flying in there everywhere. Into the corner. Hansen goes to work. He gets pinned in there as he keeps working in there with Riley. At the line. And now Jones controlling back at center. Jones to center. He'll flip one in. Riley there. In through to the slot. Stepping up. There's Bennett. He'll drop it there. Low shot. That's blocked. Riley still battling as the Lions able to hold the line. In through the middle. But looking for the backdoor pass was McFarland, or rather forward. Couldn't get it cleanly over. Now they'll just dump it back in. Go off on a change. Giving Citizen time to regroup. 9 minutes gone here in the first. Your Lions still leading 1-0. Up to center. Here comes Citizen. That was Gaudin firing it in. Jones got a hustle as he's being watched there by Waugh. Jones will get it to the line. That's back up and out at center. Rouet back to play it. Bennett up there watching him. Bennett tried to get a stick on that. Rouet getting a second chance. He'll push ahead through to center. Hansen and Paul right there. Here comes Paul. Paul in across the line. He had 2 men on him, but still able to drive in deep in across the line. Bennett up there with him. And again, good pressure there by the Lions to try and keep that alive on the half wall. Betts is there. He'll push it ahead. Paul, Morton. Paul still battling in there, standing up his man there in the corner. Morton down there battling as well. Paul trying to get a stick on it. Morton still trying to dig away at it. Refs calling for them to move it. Betts on the pinch. He'll keep it alive. Betts will keep driving deep. Good presence here. That puck will help hop over to center, as Bennett couldn't hold that. And now he'll head off on a change. Citizen regrouping in their own zone here. They'll come to center. That's Bonenfant through the middle. Now they'll get it on the far side. They'll drive it in deep. Forward watching his man as they come around. Again, forward careful there not to get caught on the hold as he was watching Guimont. Forward chipping it ahead through center. Off Kyle's stick. Citizen back the other way. Power pushing it in deep. Sibbald out. He'll play it around on the half wall. Morton there. That'll get caught in his feet. There's a low shot. Sybil will steer that off his stick out the other side. Süttigen first on it, and they'll just drive it in deep. Guimont now. He'll swing it around in front. Lions first on it. Here's Morton now. In ahead. That goes off a couple of skates. Süttigen able to turn back and come back the other way. And forward right there, giving Bonenfant no room. Out the other side, that was Hay, but Süttigen with the turnover there in the slot. Now over on the far side, this is good stick there. That was Power trying to get it, and he'll fire it back in deep. Süttigen still controlling as they're trying to set up. Forward working on Guimont out in front. Tipped there. Sybil right on it. Now we've got a break in here. Here comes Morton. He's up there with Hay. Morton with a 2-on-1 over for Hay. And Süttigen able to break up that 2-on-1 as Hay had a chance but couldn't get around his final man. Now it's driven in deep. Jones back to play it for the Lions. Jones ahead up through center. That's as far as that one will get. Riley there too far out of his reach. At center, Hay. He'll fire it back down in. Tara out. He'll leave it there. Süttigen regrouping. They'll fire it over on the far wall. And they'll get to the line and out to center. Here comes Süttigen gaining the zone. Jones watching his man. High shot into the glove. Sybil saw it all the way. 8:13 to go. Lions still up 1-0. And credit to the Lions over the first 12 minutes as they've not allowed Süttigen to set up. They've had a couple of chances, and you've seen how they've had the high forward breaking in tight. They have had a couple of one-timer chances, but the Lions able to shut the door so far. Lions again off the glass, up and out to center. Clean play. Harvey getting down in there. He gets bumped. And now Süttigen up with it, their own line. They'll come back. They'll skate it to center. Betts is there. He'll fire it right back in, though. Riley in there, looking to press. Here comes Süttigen. Betts on the pinch. At the line, Harvey able to keep the play there. Süttigen gaining the zone, though. Morgan up on his man as he was watching Theriault. Morgan up with it. He'll spin back. And now Morgan up for Riley. Riley, he'll spin back out the other side. Now they've got to regroup as they couldn't get set up there cleanly. This is McFarland. He'll spin back. Leave it there for Morgan. Morgan will just chip it to the line, but not out. Süttigen able to hold the line. Now they'll fire. That gets tipped over on the far side of the goal. Süttigen able to hold here and set up again. Another shot, that missing on the near side. Riley, he'll get there on it. He's being forechecked, pressed hard there. Power, Harvey working. Got out, just up and over the goal. Süttigen still pressing hard here, looking for the equalizer as the Lions are getting hemmed in. Süttigen pressing hard, getting an extra step right now into the slot. Lions there, and now they'll finally come away with it. And they'll get to center. And they'll fire a high one in, and that'll carry them up and out of play with 6:49 to go. But right now, on those last couple of offensive chances from Süttigen, they have been getting to the puck. A couple of extra steps on the Lions. So the Lions need to find another gear. Of course, they did have an early morning here, getting on the bus at 7. But I would like to think the message from Coach Langille and his staff, boys, it's no excuses. We've come to play here today. Let's keep coming. Let's build on that 1-0 lead. Forward will just fire a low one in. He'll chip in there on the pinch. He'll come up with it. He'll take a second chance. That one just missing out the far side. Good check there from Paul. Paul, Hansen there as well as they continue to battle on that half wall. Hansen coming up with it. Hansen still battling there with Paul. They'll continue to press in there. Great work from Paul and Hansen. That got out to the line, so the Lions have to get up on side. Now here comes Süttigen to the line. Now they'll regroup deep in their own zone. Godin back to play it. Bennett up there watching him. Out on the far side. Here they come through to center. They'll just float one in there. Clarkson back. He turns away from one check. Now Godin, he'll just fire it around there with Lajoie. Betts there. Clarkson there as well. He'll look for some room. He'll tip it ahead for Hansen. Hansen. Now here comes Paul. Paul in across the line. He'll fire. Tara, he'll just put that off his stick up and out of play with 5:45 to go here in the first. So off the stick of Tara, that will create an offensive zone draw for the Lions. And wouldn't they love to get another one here before the end of the first? And again, folks, if you are just joining us, Tejas Harvey put your Lions on top just 8 seconds in off the rush. And that's where we sit over the first 15 minutes. That one just out off the side of the goal. Lions looking to press hard here down low. Hay parked out in front. Sittagin up with it though. They'll flip it off into the half wall. Hay in there on the half wall. Lions looking to keep it alive. Terra right there as he covered up that low shot. So another offensive zone draw coming with 5:28 to go. So again, just a reminder, folks, we will be back with you Sunday afternoon, 3:45 start from the York Arena. That will be game 2. And here comes Betts. He's got to hustle as he's being checked hard there. He got hit hard there by Bonenfall. Bonenfall is going to go off as Sittagin touches up. And Bonenfall is going to go off as Betts was skating hard. So the Lions are going to go back to the power play here with 5:14 to go. Bonenfall off. So Lions with another opportunity here to set up on the power play. Riley and Morton up front with Hay, and it'll be Clarkson and Harvey on the back end. Harvey now, he'll move into the slot. He'll fire that shot, just missed. Clarkson controlling at the line. He'll fire in deep. Clarkson on the pinch, or rather Harvey to keep it alive. Now he gets it back. He'll fire it in low. Morton up with it, and he'll fire it all the way down. Sittagin as Morton couldn't control that. And now Clarkson will regroup. 1:30 left. Hay up with it now, up ahead. Harvey in across through the neutral zone. Here comes Harvey. He'll just fire it around. Hay getting down there, but Sittagin first on it. They'll ring it around. Harvey will stop that up, and now he'll set up top. Harvey floating it in there. Sittagin with a stick on that as he tried to float that in there for Hay. Clarkson at the line. He'll fire. Terra steers that aside. Riley back for Hay. He'll fire. Shot in front. Harvey at the line, able to hold. Harvey will drop it there. Clarkson, he'll step in. He'll fire. That shot doesn't get through, and Sittagin able to clear. 1 minute left in the call to Bonenfall. A couple of good looks here from the Lions. Harvey at center. He'll just float one in. Hay in there on the chase. Sittagin first on it as they'll ring it around. That gets back out to center. Clarkson up with it, though, as they look to regroup. Clarkson up for Hansen. That's out of his reach. And now Sittagin regrouping. They'll fire it right back to center. Clarkson is there, though. Rather McFarland, as Clarkson went off on the change. Lions able to hold the line. Now they'll set up, working it in down low. Looking for a man in front. Again, Sittagin on it, and they'll fire it. That'll get up and out to the bench. 26 seconds left. 26 seconds left on the power play. 3:40 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Lions. So 26 seconds to work with. Bennett settling in off the draw here. He'll tie up his man. Lions trying to battle off the scramble there and get control. Now back up top, McFarland. He'll fire, looking for the tip in front, forward on the pinch. He'll swing it around. Sittagin is there. They'll get it to the line and down. And that'll pretty much do it for the power play for the Lions. 3:20 to go here in the first. So your Lions are 0 for 2 on their power play chances so far. Hansen keeps chipping it ahead through the center. Kyle there. He'll spin back from a check as he looks to regroup. We're back to 5 aside. Kyle now swinging it through the middle. That went off a forward. That went all the way down. Sittagin controlling. Bennett up there with Kyle. They'll swing it back the other way. Sittagin first on it, back out to center. Here comes Sittagin gaining the zone. McFarland back. Great back check there from forward to take away that scoring chance as he worked hard to get to his man. Now Bennett back there working. McFarland there as well. And slashing going to be the call, I believe. And it's going to be McFarland. McFarland with the slashing call. So Sittagin with a late power play chance here in the first. 2:43 to go. And the Lions just need to do what they did on the last penalty kill. Just a simple dump and out. And not allow the Sittagin offense to set up. They'll control at the line. There's Guimont. You see him floating in low side of your screen. Hay with a good stick, and he'll push that down and press his man hard to kill off a few more seconds. Good work there from Hay. Sittagin will spin back and regroup. Now they'll get it ahead to center. Clarkson watching there. Lions control. Betts is back. Team being watched there by Guimont. Lions first on it, though, and they'll get it and back down the ice. 2:10 left. Hay in there. He's got a short-handed chance. That one just up and over the goal, but he killed off a few seconds. Now back up the other way comes Saint-Eugène ahead through middle. Here comes Saint-Eugène. They'll gain the zone. This is Bonenfant winding in. Backed up top. That shot gets blocked. Guimont back up top as they settle in. Looking for the tip in front as they slide it in there was Bonenfant. Saint-Eugène still controlling. This is Guimont. He'll set it up down for Power now. Power looking for a man in front. Clarkson was watching his man there. They'll get it to the line and out. Good work there by the Lions. They'll push it in deep. This is Riley Terra out to play it. Riley watching him. Saint-Eugène comes back. 50 seconds to go in the penalty kill. In deep, Lions will get there first. That's Jones. He'll swing it around. That'll get out across the center. And now here comes Saint-Eugène gaining the zone. This is Bonenfant. He'll work in front, back up top. That shot's blocked. Now they'll swing it back. They'll take a second chance. Bennett's there. And they'll swing it around in front. Power back up with it. Saint-Eugène power play unit buzzing here as they're trying to find the equalizer. Inside. Good block there from Morgan. Now back up top they come. Over now. Bonenfant. He'll push it in through the slot. Shot that just up and over the goal. Jones is there. Saint-Eugène up with it. Power play just about done. Sybil there with a pad stop. That's his best stop of the night. Bennett up with it. He'll get it up, but not high enough off Guimont. Bonenfant able to control. Now that's blocked into the corner. Guimont up with it for Saint-Eugène. Out in front, and they score. As that jammed away in front and caromed off a couple of players, and just like that, we're tied at 1. As Guimont let one go from the corner and it bounced its way through with 31.7 seconds to go. We're tied at 1. And that's what captains do. They just fire pucks on net, and that one found it. And with 31.7 to go, we're all tied at 1. So the Lions need to just forget about that one, and they need to keep coming here as they've played a solid first 20. And sometimes you just don't get the break, the way the pucks carry them in through, and that's why you just jam pucks at net. And now here come the Lions on a rush. Here's Hay. He'll drive wide. He'll come in. He'll slide one in there. That'll get into the corner. Back up top. Riley was there. Clarkson back. Over. McFarland. Betts there. Terra with a stick on it. And ref's arm is up. Lions are going to get penalized here late with 5.4 to go. Call coming from out at center. It's going to be a tripping call. So the Lions back to the penalty kill. It's going to be Kyle. So Saint-Eugène right back to the power play. The Lions had just killed it off. And that call coming from center ice. The tripping call on Kyle. With 5.4 to go. We're tied at 1 as Guimont, as the penalty had expired. And Coach Nadeau for Saint-Eugène calling a 30-second timeout as he'll want to try and win this back cleanly so Saint-Eugène can get another final shot before the end of the first period. And then we'll break. And again, solid first 20 for your Lions. They have done well. They came out hard pressing. Of course, Harvey with that one 8 seconds in and killing off a couple of penalties, a couple of power play chances of their own, but they couldn't get set up cleanly. And then Guimont from the corner bouncing off a couple of sticks and skates in front. And we're knotted at 1 with 5.4 seconds to go here in the first period of play. Hay in to take the defensive zone draw. He'll just tie his man up. That puck will carry him up over the glass off that final shot. Lions there as Hansen blocked it, and that'll do it. So after 20 minutes, we're all tied up at 1. Harvey putting your Lions out on top. Then Guimont with the equalizer late with just 31.7 seconds to go. And Saint-Eugène will remain on the power play on the tripping call to Kyle. They'll still have a minute 55 to work with. So we'll take a break for the Flood. We'll see you for the start of the second as we're all knotted up at 1 here in Edmundston. You're watching Leo Hayes, DQ Lions Hockey.